Okay, I'm gonna cover a basic dynamic warm-up that I always recommend to anybody that's starting the training program, and it takes you maybe 5 minutes when you get it down, but here it is. So alternating lunges in place. I'm staying tall. I'm keeping my heel flat as I lunge. I'm gonna end up getting 10 each leg going forward. I'm getting lots of quads as I come up, or in order to come up, I'm driving off my heel, engaging my glutes and hamstrings. I'm gonna get 10 each side there. Now what I'm gonna do is lateral lunges, and I want you to treat your lateral lunge like you're basically doing a squat into one leg. All right, so you're gonna step out to the side, point your toes slightly out, not out too much, and then you're gonna lean into that side and squat into it just like that. Then you'll come back to the middle and hit the other side, just like that. Getting a nice stretch in the inner thigh, activating the glutes, getting the legs fired up, ready to roll. 5 each side on those. Next thing you're gonna do is some leg swings, forward leg swings. You're gonna get 10 each side. Now when you do these, you can find something to hold on to. You wanna do opposite hand to opposite toe. So we're gonna be here, stretch through, bend the leg back behind you so you stretch your hip flexor, squeeze the glute as well. When you come up, pull up, reach over across the top just like that, trying to touch the sides. You're gonna get 10, and you'll progressively swing higher and higher with your legs. Switch to the other side, do 10 on that side. Next thing you're gonna do is lateral leg swings. So now here with our lateral leg swings, I wanna make sure that, as you're holding on to something and you're doing your leg swing, you got this foot behind you, but you gotta keep the leg that's swinging with the toes straight ahead. You can't curve the toe up and point it up like you're in freaking ballet. So you wanna keep that toe straight ahead, and you'll feel that glute med and that outer hip target and warm up as you do those swings. Notice how I'm just swinging my leg like a pendulum. I'm not stopping my feet to the floor at all with these, so I get a nice stretch and squeeze as I do these. So pretty fast so far, right? Okay, next stretch is gonna be shoulder rotations. So you're gonna grab a mini band or a red band or whatever color this size band is at your gym. You're going to grab a few inches from each end on the band like so, and grab both pieces of it. And all you're trying to do here is rotate, and you'll see how I am here. I'm going to pack my shoulders tight, and I'm going to rotate all the way back, touch my butt, and come forward. That's 1, 2. I'm going to go all the way to 10 with these rotations here. I'm trying my hardest to not stretch on the band. I'm also keeping my arms straight while I do this. And if you want more stretch through the chest and everything that you're feeling when you do these rotations, just bring your hands closer together to get more tension on the band. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your band, again, a few inches from each end, and you're gonna do 10 overhand pull-aparts. So you're gonna stretch it across your chest, right where you touch on bench press, getting those rear delts fired up, and scap and all that stuff tracking, all right? What you're gonna do now, flip your palms up toward the sky, point your thumbs out to the side, and you're gonna do pull aparts again, and you'll feel a big difference here with the different little muscles that are being activated there through those two different movements. That is a very general, generic, dynamic warm-up. Notice I say dynamic, it is not static. You are warming up, you are greasing the gears to get a training session in. You're getting your heart rate going, priming your muscles, activating the CNS, and just basically elevating your senses overall. Now, that's just basic, okay? So I do that every time I go into train, whether I do bench press or deadlift or squat, it doesn't matter what I'm doing that day. That warm-up is for everything you do. No matter if you're gonna come in and lay on the bench and do bench press and you think, oh, it's just bench, I'm not really exerting myself. Bullshit, do the whole exercise. You should be using leg drive when you're bench pressing. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Beyond that basic dynamic warm-up is just gonna be on what your needs are. Maybe your hip flexors are tight because you've been sitting all day at work. You need to do some type of stretching, static stretching through the hip flexor. Whatever it is, that's gonna be added onto the basic dynamic warm-up.